Yeah, just go in.
Good afternoon, good morning, good night, good week. Yeah. Welcome.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, good
to the summer. Game recognized game. You know it's Marlon
Friday.
Yeah.
Yo, what's good?
Ain't nothing. Everything been good, man. A lot popping off this week. Good, bad, and different. Had a lot of high school games go down last week. We talked about that some. Then now it's a lot of it's about to they about to get into district play across the country.
Nah.
Oh, you're right.
Some people just getting started.
You're right.
That's crazy as hell. Like
yeah.
I don't. Like I said it before, man. My guy over east, Baltimore, man, the Delaney Lions, they just having their first game tonight. First game.
No.
I think we didn't probably play 16, 17 games in Texas already. So, you know, I guess that's why, you know, they say Texas, Florida, California got the most elite players and athletes. Just play a lot more, I guess is what it is. But yeah, we've already kicked it off. We recording or was okay? I know you was over there checking the transmission.
I always looking,
to
man.
Make sure that we got the.
Yeah, cause I messed up last week and had us all in. We was in two separate ears, left ear and right ear.
Man,
so.
someone hit me and said that.
Yeah.
Someone hit me and said, "Yo, how am I hearing low on the left and you on the right, even in the car?"
Yeah, I did that. I was
tripping, y'all. I don't know how some button he pushed.
Yeah. That's why when y'all heard it last week, I say I sent out a tweet. We might not put
this one out there.
So I was like, oh, I'm so disgusted, man. I was so disgusted with the production of it. When I heard it, and I was like, and I knew before we started out, man, I was looking at all the dials and everything, and I knew something wasn't right, but I was like, man, I screwed.
Just hit record anyway.
Yeah, I just screwed this one.
Hey, man, it happens, man. 1 out of 94.
Man,
it's cool.
I'm good.
Maybe like 2 out of 94.
Yeah, three
maybe. Less than 4.
This is 4%. It's 3% chance.
So
97% chance everything gonna be live.
It's all good. Ain't nobody tripping on that. The biggest news, man, is like the absolute biggest news is Gelo. Like I kind of saw that coming. Well, I don't know.
What you mean, Gelo?
Gelo ball. LeVar just snatched him out to school. He thought it was Chino Hills. He just took him out to school.
Right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I'm man, listen. Like you said, 3 out of 94 times on the podcast you done made an error, technical. I'm gonna give LeVar the same percentage. So whatever he do, he probably right. You know what I mean? I'm not even tripping on it. But people fail to realize what the word indefinitely means.
Means until I say so.
Because it appears to mean that it's forever. That's what it sounds like. You've been suspended indefinitely. It just sounds harsh. It sounds way more, stern than what it really could mean. Or could be, rather.
Right.
And we all saw that last year with Grayson Allen, Anakin Skywalker.
Right.
You know what I mean? He got suspended, and Coach K.
Suspended for?
I ain't gonna hold you up. I want to say it might have been maybe a half of a game, the first half or something.
Right.
It wasn't even a lengthy suspension, but it was deemed as indefinitely. So when you saw that, and I remember Skip Bayless talking about it, and everybody was going on like he's been tripping people. This is his 3rd or 4th offense. He's suspended indefinitely. And that dude played the next game. Like he missed either he missed a full game or a half or 5 minutes or whatever he missed. It wasn't stern.
Right.
So when you hear indefinitely, don't get caught up in thinking there's gonna be a long period of time, because may not be. Now, I'm sure the conspiracy theorist in me said LeVar went to the school after the situation happened with Gelo and his teammates in China. He went to the school. He said, "Hey, man, how long you gonna keep my boy out, man? How long he gonna be out? And they probably told LeVar, we not sure. We're not sure yet. We don't really know. We don't have a timetable. As of right now, he's out. You know what I'm saying? Because I really believe that if they've given LeVar an actual time frame, I don't think he would have did that. They probably hit him with the, don't worry about this, is UCLA business. We'd let you know. And you're like, all right, cool. Gelo, get your shit. This is Chino Hills Part 2, and we gone.
And see, I look at it a little different.
All right.
I look at it from, like you said, your conspiracy theory. I look at it as the administration and the upper, the board of regents and directors at UCLA are privileged.
Mm-hmm.
And they voted for Trump. And they say, look, you know, we got to get
you taking it there.
Yeah, I'm taking
political
it there.
stance.
I'm taking it from political stance. They want to try to.
I forgot about that whole little situation between LeVar and Donald.
Yeah, and then you got people like Dick Vitale and all these other guys now on Twitter talking about they should be suspended for the year, and I think that's what's holding everybody up, because why can't you just sit back and say, look, he's out for 6 games. They're out for 6 games. That means that has nothing to do with LeVar. You know what I mean? LeVar, they're gonna have UCLA games and Laker games at the same time sometime. LeVar can't be at both.
Right.
So I don't think that has anything to do with LeVar. I think more so it has to do with the politics of it, where they trying to please somebody else without making, and try to. And then he's the angry black man now that everybody feels like they want to control, and they don't like him, and they taking everything out on his children, and based upon because they don't like. His choice of words. They don't like the way he comes at them, and I think that's the whole fact about it. They don't like how he speaks his mind freely,
on any platform.
Yeah, he's not concerned about being politically correct with you at all. He's gonna speak his mind, and they don't like that. You are on a national stage, and you telling certain people that you don't like me, my product, my brand. No, I don't like that. That's not what you. So they don't. I think that the kids are being ostracized and being treated unfairly because of people's dislike for the dad.
Yeah. But that goes without saying.
And I think the same way that's why what happened at UCLA. And I bet you now that he pulls those guys out, they're gonna put a number of games on the other 2 that's still there. Riley and the other young fella. I apologize. I don't know his name.
Yeah.
They're gonna put a number on those games. Now it's gonna be like they're gonna be out 4 games. They're gonna be out 5 games. Now that he's out the way.
That should have. But to your point, LeVar is definitely going to always get criticized. No matter, somebody said that he was the worst basketball, the worst sports dad ever.
And
right?
It was a woman that said that.
Yeah, was. I was like, wow, okay. So nobody likes him. Nobody likes him really. Outside of people that just get him. You know what I mean? And understand what he's trying to accomplish with his family.
Right.
I just think that I totally forgot about his back and forth with Donald. And it's like he spent too much time worried about the wrong stuff. Shouldn't he be over there trying to sanction Kim Jong Hong Tong?
He ain't sanctioning nobody but the people here. He ain't sanctioning nobody but black folks.
Yeah, he needs to be over there worried about the nuclear bombs that they over there cooking up over there in Japan or North Korea. But anyway, I think you're right. It probably has something to do with that too, because you can easily have said, these guys are going to be out for 4 games, 5 games, 6 games.
Yeah.
Because again, indefinitely means anything. So what happens if they was suspended for 2 games? Now UCLA and their governing body has to worry about the Donald getting on social media and saying,
exactly.
I don't understand how you guys.
2 games.
2 games not enough.
Yeah, nobody should come. You're losing attendance anyway.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like just saying. So you kind of in a damned if you do situation.
And I think that's what they're worried about. They're worried about President Trump coming back and saying something about UCLA and trying to hurt their brand. So they take it out on the kid. On the kids, period.
Yeah.
Kids, period. In particularly LaMelo.
Gelo.
Gelo, in particular Gelo.
Gelo Ball, yeah, exactly.
Because of the situation with Donald Trump. And that's politics. It's sad because what he said, LeVar said, look, China dropped the charges. You know, when they was over there, they're back. They're being punished more over here
than they were
over there when they was back. You know what I'm saying? Now they get back. They're being punished back over here more. Why are they being punished more? It can't be because of indefinitely. Right. It's more behind the indefinitely. You see what I'm saying? That's just period. And that ain't what it is. And so
if that was any other, I don't want to say any other kid, but because LeVar has such a big target on him, you know, it just got blown out of proportion.
I mean, let's just get it straight. To be honest with you, they don't want LeVar to be successful.
Oh no,
they don't want him to be successful. And when I say success, when I say they, I mean white racists, supremacists, or whoever, all the haters. Some it might be even some black people. You know what I mean? And they don't want him to be successful. Why? Because he's not dancing to their beat and to their rhythm. He's not asking for, like, you know what it is? He's not asking them for their permission to be successful.
Do anything.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm about to make this happen.
I need to ask you for your permission to be successful. And he didn't ask them for their permission to be successful or for cameras to come and run and get in front of him and talk to him. And they don't like that.
Yeah.
But now he has a voice.
And every time I'm in LA, I always see the Triple B's. Kids be rocking it. Adults be rocking it. I seen an old white dude with one on. When I say an old white dude, I'm talking about granddad with a Triple B hoodie on.
Really?
Yeah, in LA. So that's what it is. I just think obviously he's gonna go overseas. I don't know if that really. I don't know if it hurts him. Going overseas, obviously some kids have had some success. You know what I'm saying?
That's what Caesar Smith. Yeah. He said that's in San Antonio. You know what I'm saying?
They rocking
in the middle of his school. They
San Antonio. They
rocking Big Baller Brand. They rocking Big Baller Brand. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like some kids have had some success going overseas and getting to the league. Most recent, you had Terrence Ferguson, OKC. Before him, you had Emmanuel Mudiay, the Denver Nuggets.
And Brandon Jennings.
And Brandon Jennings was like the OG. Way back in the day, he kind of originated and started.
Jeremy Tyler went for a minute.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see how it all pans out for Gelo as far as, you know, what it does, where he lands overseas. You know, if he makes that leap into the NBA after 1 year. I don't even know if they projected that. I don't even know how they had him listed and things of that nature.
No, they didn't have him.
Yeah, he wasn't. So it's kind of like an uphill battle for him, I would say. And then we all know that LaMelo ain't going there now. So that you can kiss that one goodbye.
And it might put Steve Alford on the hot seat now.
Oh, it has to, because you was gonna have the Ball family.
They don't want. You know what they don't want to do, and UCLA is trying to. I think that they're trying to prevent the media show from coming, because they know when LeVar comes to the games, it's going to be a fiasco, and they don't want to think that they're like, look, we'd rather get rid of this and that. Yeah, he
bigger than us.
Yeah, and that's just, you know. Sometimes, but guess what? All that does is continue to have people continue to talk about UCLA. Yeah, like that, and it's not in a negative light either, because as much as everybody's talking down about Alonzo and his play in the league right now, his stats aren't any worse than a guy like a Jason Kidd when he first came in the league and things of that nature. So it's still early, and he's learning.
Right,
he's learning. It hasn't been a point
guard. Teenager.
It hasn't been a point guard to come in the league and just, you tell me the last point guard and teenager that came in the league and just took over the league. Yeah. His stats are very similar to Steph Curry's his first year.
Yeah, I saw Steph make mention of that. Somebody posed a question to him. He's like, man, looked at my stats at the same time. I was doing the same shit.
Give him some time to figure it out. That's what people don't want to do. They don't want to give him time to figure it out. So they want to keep talking this and that. But LaMelo, he homeschooling.
He homeschooling Melo.
You think he gonna send him overseas now?
If that, do you think that rule is gonna change? The high school.
He's got to be 1 year. I think it will. But even if he doesn't, he send him overseas 1 year because he's got to be 1 year removed from your graduating class.
Right.
So he can go overseas like T. Ferg went over there for a year. Got it, and everybody knows that LaMelo's probably the most talented.
Oh, he's gonna be that guy.
You see what I'm saying? So, because of it, Dad, would you pass on him? No. That's what all this does. Why I think that their politics that UCLA is playing and the people are playing is dividing the NBA and the NCAA even more.
Mm-hmm.
Because now it's making guys be like, look, I don't need to. Eventually, guys going to stop going to those big colleges. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't got to do it.
Just go overseas for 1 year.
Yeah. Go overseas.
And that's it until they open up the floodgates and let guys come out of high school, and because that's gonna happen at some point.
And all it does is going to dilute the college brand. That's what they worried about, their brand, and it's about them making their money, because while they making the money now, people are starting to be like, look, they're more socially aware and economically aware about the money that these colleges are making off the back of these kids. So people are talking about it now. You know what I'm saying? So now people gonna be like, look, what can I do in the meantime? Because let's face it, man, and y'all can sit back and say what y'all want to say. College is good, but college teaches you how to be a worker for the next person. You need to learn how some vocational skills and computer skills while you coming up. That's what you need to learn how to do while you coming up. Don't wait till you get to college. You know what I'm saying? Because in the interim, if you can get paid, guess what? Go get paid and take online classes. You can probably take Duke classes online, so you can get a degree from Duke while you making money overseas taking classes. You pick your college of choice, and while you picking a college of choice, make sure you get your undergrad from a school, and then get your master's from an HBCU, or get your undergrad from HBCU, then get your master's from another school. Hey, had a bust of both worlds.
See, I think he gonna definitely probably flirt with that overseas thing too. Talking about Melo.
Yeah. I would.
But like you said, it's no secret that he's gonna be the best of those three. It's crazy how you got three boys. You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine if all three of your sons played in the NBA or played professional basketball?
Man,
that's crazy.
That would be super crazy.
But that don't happen every day.
No, I don't. And you know what I've been learning, man? I've been watching my kids, and they all pretty. They got something to them. Mm-hmm. All of them got a special talent, special gift, and all of them they all can play basketball and love basketball. But I can honestly see each of them doing something, mastering a different industry. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Ian is like he's a goon. You know what I'm saying? But I can see him like in like what is it, TV and everything else. Doing movies and shows, because he's real
charismatic.
You know what I'm saying? And he can do that, and I'm like, okay. So I could, he loves basketball, loves competing in sports, period, just football and everything it is. He went to this thing at after school program, and the guy who instructed, the wife went to pick him up, and the dude said, yo, he was breathing. She said the instructor was breathing hard when he came in and said, this was the hardest 20 minutes I've had in a long time. She's like, what happened? I was playing ping pong with Ian. Says those games usually only last like 5 or 6, 7 minutes, and then we're at 20, 25 minutes. Cause he's competitive, you know what I mean? They're gonna compete, but I can honestly see, and I know people teach their kids to be the best at everything, and I want my kids to be well-rounded. And this is the basketball is a family business, but I have to be open enough to see that if my kids have some talents in another area, to at least let them explore it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? At least let them explore it.
You got to be able to explore it at a young age. Exposure and all that stuff is definitely crucial. I think we were a couple weeks ago, I remember we was in a group chat. We was talking about, I think we were talking about like double standards or something that came up. Because I think y'all was talking about, I think it was Herb Ladie. We was going back and forth on Twitter. This is a part of your rant. Mm-hmm. And it was like kids getting too much too soon, and it was I can't recall exactly where y'all were going with it, but it was pretty much just saying it's a double standard. You give these kids, so many awards and accolades, and you taking them on a plane where they shouldn't really be at. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at the NBA and the league roster, the 450 plus guys that's in the NBA, you could probably, if somebody did some research, you will probably find that the majority or a nice percentage of those players wasn't on anybody's radar like that.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that. A lot of players, you know, play their way into the NBA. It wasn't like it was just given to them. You know what I mean? Man,
shout out to Dane Irvin. Dane put it on the group. He said Wesley Iwundu yesterday. He was talking about he was on the same summer team as the Harrison Twins and Derek Griffin. Nobody would have ever said Wesley Iwundu would have a guaranteed NBA contract and make more money already in 1 year than the rest of those guys. Period. Because nobody ever talked about him.
Not like that. Not like that.
Period. You know what I'm saying? When they talk about him, they weren't even talking about him like he was. Oh yeah, and Wesley played for him too. They talked to him about like that.
Remember, you got Christian over there too.
Yeah. Chris Sanders. Yeah,
he was cold. You know what I'm saying?
Played at Stanford.
Yeah. So he was like a afterthought.
And you had Shaquille Clear over there.
Afterthought.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, who that other? Oh yeah, Wesley.
The skinny long kid. Yeah, Wesley. Oh yeah. Wait, what? Westfield? Oh okay. Yeah. So it's like you have even with Tim Frazier. I mean, let's go on and on and on. But you have those players. That's why I'm adamant about it. I don't think people really understand it or get where I'm coming from with it. Sometimes, man, you putting them kids up so high so early. Shit, it's hard to maintain that.
Man,
it's hard to maintain that. It's hard to maintain. One of my homies, man, he asked me a question. He said, "Are you motivated or are you driven?" That's a difference.
Absolutely.
What are you? What would you consider yourself?
I'm driven by my motivation to be successful.
Oh, here go logo spinning.
But I said it really quick, so I ain't had to think about it. You know
logo really spinning.
You know what I'm saying?
But the difference is a person that's motivated. I'm motivated today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'm not.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I just can't. But tomorrow, Wednesday, I'm gonna be motivated again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's off and on.
Light
switch.
Off and on. Person that's driven, they trying to get it every day as much as they possibly can. They gonna have their moments, but they driven to make something happen.
Right.
And I think once you're in a situation, we're talking about kids and you're talking about 12, 13, 14-year-old kids who ain't really fully developed their mental capacity, and we're talking about them being driven all the time to maintain this high ranking, and everybody telling them that you're the best thing I ever seen since LeBron James, or so it's a difficult thing to maintain over a long period of time.
Oh,
and unfortunately, when those kids start falling, then everybody start talking reckless about them.
So sad.
Yeah, so it's just it's one of them things, man. Just take your time. It's cool. You know what I mean? Like, have fun. And we talking about loving the game. Everybody don't love the game no more.
No, they don't.
Loving the game they love the lifestyle. They love what it come with. They love the video and the Twitter mentions and the Instagram posts. And so I'm blessed to receive an offer, but loving the game is it's different. There's too much shit going on in the world.
So when you start talking about the kids, you're putting it up there too soon. So for the guys who rank players, should they just rank them based upon where they are today? Yeah,
it shouldn't even be a ranking. Honestly, it should be alphabetized, and this is what Marlon Lowe can do. That eliminates a lot of that.
But that didn't help the college coaches.
Well, I'm talking about kids. I'm talking about like the young fellas. I ain't talking about the high school kids.
High school kids. Okay, so let's talk high school kids. So when you rank the high school kids, should they be ranked about just how good they are today only? Should they be ranked about, you know what I'm saying, what is the criteria?
Yeah.
And I think that there's so many guys that have different criteria. That's why when I say the NCAA, everybody should get a guy, or the NCAA should be like, look, when you rank things, this is your criteria.
Yeah.
This is your criteria.
Personally, it's hard.
And the NCAA, guess what they should do? They should have a rating scale. For a ranking service, it's a scholarship.
Like 5 stars?
A rating scale. Like Amazon. Yo, they 4.3. They 4.3.
You should look at this,
because they've been ranked the last couple years.
Yeah.
What if ranking services had
that'd be kind of dope.
And I guess what that would do, that would make them really want to get things right. Because if you fall under a 4 point, I think like Amazon or whatever, if you fall under a 4.3, you fall into another category. You see what I'm saying? You fall into another category.
It's hard, like you said. Should they scout or rank players based on future potentials, right? And we all guilty of it. It's hard to watch any player play, especially at a young age, without some form of comparison. So I think that in and of itself eliminates, like, you have to. If I'm watching a kid and he reminds me of Jamal Crawford, you know, I'm looking at that comparison. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, already. So I just think that you have to. If you're saying you're ranking players based on where they're at right now, then I think you definitely need to not have a rating scale. Should just be just my thoughts. Now, if you're talking about future college, potential pro level and all that, maybe you put a number next to those. But I think because if you're a basketball guy, if you read something and you say, all right, this kid is 6'7", 6'8", he got this kind of wingspan, you know, slim build, whatever, he can shoot it, you know, the deep ball, whatever the words are. When you see the kid play, you'll be able to make that. Well, most people should be able to make that assessment on if this kid really can play or not. You know what I'm saying? Putting a number next to it could really fuck it up. Right. Because if I see all of that context and there's a number 3 next to it, your mind automatically goes to what? He's the third best player in the state. So I'm thinking when I see him, he better be cooking. He might have a bad game. You know what I'm saying? But if you just see the context about what he can do and what he brings to the table, when you see him finally play, now you're able to make that assessment of, oh, okay, I see it. Because when I see a video of this is the best 7th grader in the world, I'm automatically thinking like LeBron James. So when I see it, I'm already thrown off. Just tell me the kid can play. You know what I'm saying? For me, I'll have a better, you know, way of just assessing the kid and looking at him as opposed to you putting him on his pedestal. The next LeBron James. Right. I see if it's the next Steph Curry. So you got me messed up now because I done seen what Steph do. Right. You know what I'm saying? So just say the kid can shoot. Don't tell me he's Steph.
Man, tell me that. And that's the thing. A lot of people they see that the pros they teach their kids how to be the pros. But look, it just hit me right now. I got to give a special shout out.
Yeah. So you write something down.
Special shout out to Nah, I can't give him a special shout out. I cannot give him a special shout out because I hope he don't listen to this. I hope he don't. But hey, congratulations to young Donovan Williams that we talked about last year when he was talking about going to be blowing up. They went up to Mansfield this past weekend with Elkins High School. They won lost, something like that. And he made all tournament team, big time tournament. He scored 30. One of the top players in the country scored 38. They played against a nationally ranked team. He scored 38. That national player scored 38. And Donovan scored 30 and got the W. You know what I'm saying? Got the W. Then after they got the W, they went on and backed it up with another win the next game. they got a W the next game. And so and then
I'm sorry, y'all. I just see some amazing shit.
Yo. We sitting here watching the G League play. All of a sudden, I'm sitting here looking at Mo, and all of a sudden his eyes just buck up, and I keep talking, but I don't know what's going on, right? And so all of a sudden, if y'all didn't hear that, listen real close. You say, "Can you rewind that?" So I don't know what happened, so I'm about to see it for the first time too.
Oh my God. And I think that was Poochie.
Number 4.
I think that was Daniel House.
That's Julian Lewis right there. 13. That's Julian Lewis.
Yo, watch
You know what I'm saying? That's Julian Lewis.
Let me put the camera so y'all can see it. Watch this.
Make sure you see it, dude.
This got my eyes buckled.
Look, he putting it all together, y'all. If y'all watching the video, y'all come check it out. Let's see if this is gonna be house or not.
Yeah, it was house. I saw him when he ran back. Yeah. Pump fake to the rim. Wait a minute.
Yeah. So when y'all watch the video, you'll see exactly what we was talking about. What we had to put on pause.
Yeah,
pause
my bad. You was going on something.
But no, what I said was the young fella is
stretch. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not nationally ranked. You know what I'm saying? He got a little love from the state and little less love locally. But it's all good. But the thing about it is, what I said was, he hit 30 on a national ranked guy and won. Okay, but you can't. That means that you follow up the next game. You can't go out and lose the next game. So next game he came out, he hit 19 or 20. They won again. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The next game he came out, they lost against some top players in the country. Guess what? Nobody really showed him any love on that. You know, they downplayed it. You know what I'm saying? It's like
it didn't happen.
And the nationally ranked player, they went to either you go to the left or to the right side of the bracket.
No doubt.
They went to the left.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? These guys, you know what I'm saying, they done. So anyway, my thought was, like I said, if y'all listened before, we told y'all before about Donovan Williams stretch. And then, you know, I don't really talk about players too much, but what I did was I hit him and I said, good job, young fella, after that game. That's how you wake people up. That's how you make them notice you. Because you did it, and then you got to come out. You ain't just sit back and tank it to be like, walk in
good.
like, I'm good now.
Yeah.
You came in and won again. Then you competed again and again. So I said, not just him, but it's whoever it is. That's how you put your name out there, and that's how you get people to recognize you.
Consistency.
Right now, yeah, most people just want to sit back and rank you based off of because they like you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or because you tall don't mean that you're good either.
Or they'll the player that he played against. I'm not sure who the kid was. They took an L, but he had 38. Not saying that Donovan should be propelled higher than that kid because of the one game, right?
In separate classes too. He's an underclassman with scoring 30 against a senior nationally ranked.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like. So that it's not saying that. Sometimes people think, I scored, X amount of points on this kid.
Yeah, everybody.
But like you said, it's now it's being consistent. You did it once, you did it twice. All right, do it 3 times. You might have the fourth game might be not so good of a game.
Yeah.
Cool, that happens.
Yeah.
But you kind of bounce right back.
You're cured. You're cured, but we're gonna do a follow up.
Yeah.
Just to make sure
it is what it is.
And now we're gonna do another follow up just to make sure again. You know what I'm saying? So I can make sure that what we're looking at is real. So. But I just wanted to throw it out like that because a lot of people don't talk about it like, oh, Jesus, like a lot was coming. But anyway, look, so Devin Booker put in some work last night.
He always putting in work.
He did it against the Sixers.
He always putting in work. I seen Devin Booker when he was like 16 years old. Mm-hmm. You remember that game?
I remember. It was in Orlando.
Mm-mm.
It was in Orlando. He played against Lil G and was guarding.
Mm-mm.
What you talking about? Another one we played him?
Yeah.
Which one?
EYBL. Alabama Challenge.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't coaching that game.
He was a young fella, and he was killing.
I wasn't coaching.
Like, who the hell is this little light-skinned dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a problem.
Yeah.
He's a problem.
Yeah.
He's definitely a problem. He had 40 what?
Yeah.
46?
Yeah, 46 last night. 5 straight from the 3-point line and 8 rebounds. He pulled one from Air Canada.
Yeah.
In the half-court set. Just pulled it. You know what I'm saying? Just pulled it, and it was buckets. So he did that. Just to let everybody know, y'all don't forget that I don't even know. He's maybe 20 now. He still ain't old enough to buy alcohol. You know what I'm saying?
This is what third year in the league. So he got to be at least 20.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah, about to be
maybe flirting on 21.
And then we had 2 guys play against each other back to back. Dog, had 2 guys play against each other. But Isaiah Taylor beat. Atlanta Hawks beat Brooklyn Nets in Brooklyn. Zay had I think 12. Jared Allen had 11.
And I was thinking because Zay hit me. He had texted me sometime last week, and the thing about him is sometimes, and this goes out for anybody that's listening. Sometimes a change of scenery is not a bad idea.
And we was wishing and thanking the Rockets for that.
You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, just in general, so people, you know, people think, oh man, 'cause, you know, you transferred, there was, you know, something's wrong with you.
Right.
Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's the best move for you.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Whether you're high school, college, now when you start making a habit of the shit, then it's like, all right, maybe it's you.
And let's talk to it in regards to him, because the change of scenery was good, and everybody was like, why Houston Rockets have the best team in the Western Conference. They got second overall.
Yeah.
I think they got maybe the Warriors are like 20-4 and the Rockets like 18-4. So overall percentage wise, the Warriors are the number one team and have the best record in the NBA. But in the West Coast, the Rockets had the best record. But everybody was like, dog, you a fool for not wanting to play with the Rockets, this and that. Well, guess what? Mike D'Antoni doesn't play any young guys. If you look on there, they don't play none of those young guys.
Nene, no disrespect, but Nene still hooping.
Yeah.
Nene got to be at least 50.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you said, they don't play no young dudes.
They don't. So it was best for him to get out and play so that he can have the experience when he becomes an old guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that was a great move for him. So I was just excited that him and Jared Allen with the Brooklyn Nets got a chance to play each other. Had two guys playing against each other. And then the killer part about it, which was even better, Atlanta won the game.
Mm-hmm.
The next night, it was a day off. Then the next guy, guess what? They had to play each other again.
Rubber match.
This time in Atlanta.
Okay.
And Atlanta and Brooklyn smacked them last night. You know what I'm saying? And then Jared, it was the same thing. Jared had like 11 or 12. And Isaiah had 9. So I was like, okay. But it was good to see that. Now, you know, and the funny thing is, like you say, we talking about them, and now look up now. Poochie, Daniel House is on TV, on the G League television with Rio Grande Valley playing the Raptors. So it just something. It was just good. It's all falling in line, folks. It's all falling in line. So, and then we talk about Devin Booker. But look, because we can get ready to hope right. Hey, look, it's people we was talking the other day. What you think about? And I got what I got to do is I got to ask you this, because I got to sit back and just kind of just chill and let you talk on it. It's more and more people now starting to say that they're gonna start doing some podcasts. Where do you think that come from? Where do you think the idea come from? People around this area. Around this area?
Yeah. The Houston area?
It's more basketball coaches that's doing it now.
Okay.
Teams. It's like everybody they got a summer team now. Every summer team about to have a podcast.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm cool with it. I just want to sit back. I just hear my thoughts. It's your thoughts.
Well, I always, it's cool.
I'm about to turn the TV off, y'all.
No. It's my bad. I'm over looking at TV. It's not. No, actually, it's really good. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody has their own experience and perspective. I will always, one thing about me, and I've just noticed this, like when I get in the shower at night, I do a lot of thinking. I think in the shower, and I think when I'm driving. Sometimes I'm driving, I might have a podcast on, I might listen to music. Sometimes I don't got nothing. I'm just driving, just in thought.
Right.
But one thing I've always, that came to me recently, was that I've always been on the side of trend setting. Mm-hmm. I've always been on the side of trend setting. Mm-hmm. If I'm starting something, I've never seen nobody do it before. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm a part of something, you know what I mean? Right. Nobody has done it before. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean that in the literal sense of nobody, but they're not around these parts. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
in the immediate vicinity.
I feel like people who have either watched our podcast or listened to it, you know, may have been inspired, you know what I'm saying, to go ahead and get started. So I don't feel no type of way about that at all. No, I hope it blows. Hope it pops off. Mm-hmm. So I think at the end of the day, see, you said we had a conversation before we start recording, and you said I got a good heart. Mm-hmm. So if I see your shit and I like it, I'm gonna retweet it. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna like it. Yeah. I'm gonna comment on it. I'm not this is who I am. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna look at something that I like. Right. And then keep going past it because it's not affiliated with me. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get down like that. Sucker free. I might tweet that every now and again. I ain't no sucker. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, people should be.
A long time.
It has been a while. Today is coming. Today is coming. But I'm just saying, I think people should definitely express themselves. It's an era of being able to like do your own thing. Whether it's a podcast or you can do your own internet show. Everybody got their own voice and their opinion. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, go for it. What you think about it?
I'm good with it.
Yeah.
I'm good with it. I ain't no issue with it.
Just invite me on. You know what I mean?
No, you ain't got to invite me on. I'm good with it. I don't have no problem with it at all. I think...
I want to be invited. I want to be able to talk.
What I want to say is this, and that's what gets everybody to want to do it, because they like hearing people. They want to be able to express their thoughts and communicate. And I'm okay with that. But when you start talking now, let's flip that, and then we start talking about
got something else.
Yeah. When you start talking about a growth process, let's talk about summer basketball now, because I mentioned this last week when I was on with on the radio, on the radio station last week.
On Chop Shop.
Yeah, Chop Shop. And I talked about the reason why summer basketball is watered down, because everybody wants a team now.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody wants a team now. And when everybody has their own team, what it's done is it has stifled the growth of a lot of players. It has stifled the recognition nationally for teams in particular, because everybody say, I can do that too. I want to do that. I want to do that too. So we've watered things down. And this is what I said, so I'm just repeating it now on the podcast. But in particular, you take people of color, and we water each other down instead of lifting each other up. And so what I say is, instead of starting out and getting 30 teams, why not just take these top 5 and continue to enhance and elevate them, so that everybody in those on those 5 or 6 can be elevated to the top really quick. And it'll be a mainstay where people know. And then what we do is, when the next person needs to come up, he doesn't have to skip those steps. They can pull him up even further, because they've been at the top already. They can skip. They've been elevated where everybody can skip steps. So from a podcast perspective, I'm okay with podcasts. But if you're doing it we're doing it on the same thing again. All we're doing is watering it down again. Now we're fighting for the same people's ear. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's going to make, now we're making everybody choose again. Which team are you playing for? Who are you going to play for today? I can't play with everybody. I'm not listening to everybody today. Whose team are you playing for? So it waters down, instead of elevating us up to sit back and say, look, get behind these guys and help them blow, so that therefore you see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You make a great point.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely spot on.
Okay.
We don't do that. What I'm going to uplift you for?
Right, but guess what?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's the biggest issue in the black community. Is like, I'm not trying to help lift and propel you. Why would I do that?
Well,
you know what I'm saying? It's just like, for whatever reason, for whatever reason, and it does dilute it, because not only will we talk about LiAngelo and give our perspective, the other person will pretty much have a similar perspective or same topic of conversation. I mean, I think, like I said, we set out to do this to inform. I think we've done a hell of a job. We almost approaching 100 episodes, so we out the gate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But as far, we've talked about this in the past, man. Everybody listens, but they don't necessarily support, or they don't help promote it, or and I don't really, and the bad part about it, I don't really expect people to, unfortunately. But I think we should hold each other at a higher standard, especially people that are considered to be in your corner.
Well, that's the thing, though. We have no accountability mode towards each other. First of all, I tweeted out yesterday, and I said, matter of fact, I'm gonna read this, because it had nothing to do with what we're talking about right now. It just was in general, but now it applies to this. So I'm gonna read it on what I tweeted out. Now, it said, "We are so individualized that it's a shame." And I said it's deeper than this tweet, though, which means, like, as a group, we're brought up to think individually. Me to compete against you, you to compete against me. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna be the first? But what we should be being brought up is to be able to learn how to think and collaborate with each other, so we can always learn how to depend on each other and know that, look, when something's wrong, I can go to you.
No doubt.
But that's not what we do as a group. Black people do as a group. We think independently. And so that's why it's okay if he fails over there, I'm okay with it. If he fails over here, I'm okay with it, because there's no there's no accountability to the group to make
the community.
The group and the community collaborate to make sure that we all rise up together. You see what I'm saying? And if I know that as a group we're working together, we're all holding each other accountable, and I'm gonna make sure that nothing happens to you.
Right.
But we aren't taught like that.
No, not at all.
In schools and everywhere else. So my thoughts is on that is like the same thing. Like, we need to learn how to elevate people, but there has to be accountability so that when we elevate this person, they do not go and cross over to the dark side, to another side. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There has to be some consequences and repercussions. I mean, that's just what it is. As far as it has to be some accountability towards the community.
Yeah,
I mean, so that's just not what we do, and so therefore that's why I sit back and say I'm good with. Shout out to Marcus Sloan, starting a podcast. I think it's called the culture. What's the word? The culture podcast, the horticulture, something. You know, so forgive me, Marcus. And then your boy, and then Chad Ware hit me yesterday. Said that he was going to start a podcast too. Houston Top Guns. Okay. Shout out to Chad. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Okay. But like I said, now we water each other down. Because why? We just want to have a voice. At some point in time, you know what I'm saying, find a lane, get in it, help elevate, and then makes it easier for everybody else. That's just kind of what it is. But, you know, our individuality, us and our egos from being taught to be individuals is what steps on and comes in our own way. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. But
I just think that let me wind this episode down. I mean, it even goes a little bit deeper than that. You know, I say this all the time to people that know me, talk about certain things, but you know, social media sites, right? So I have all of them. I'm not really a Snapchat user, but I have one. Got Instagram, got Twitter, and I probably know personally a small percentage of those people on Instagram and on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I got decent followers, whatever.
Right.
On Facebook, I know y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, personally, I know y'all. It's weird how those social media platforms carry a different weight in how you interact with them. You know what I'm saying? I personally know my Facebook friends. Those are true friends or of some sort, right? So I post the summer. I post our videos on my Facebook account, because obviously on Facebook you can post the entire video. It's unlike Twitter, Instagram, where you only get 60 seconds or 2 minutes or whatever. So I can post the entire video on Facebook, and the interaction that I get, and I'm not begging and pleading nobody to do anything, but it's like, damn, I asked you to share this with your basketball people. You know what I'm saying? I don't ask you to do nothing else. You know what I mean? You love basketball just as much as I do. Because a lot of my friends are basketball people. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm asking you guys to share this video to your people. Don't get no shares.
Does so it actually shows you when people share it or somebody else shares?
I'll get a notification.
Okay.
Marlon Lowe has shared the video. You know what I mean? I get it on my phone. So I'm like, damn.
For the record, I go on Facebook probably once a month, y'all.
Yeah. Well, no. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying. Like,
in case somebody else feels that way. It might show something on my timeline. But that's only because I'm going through an app, posting it up there. But
I'm like, man, I can't get these people, my friends, these people that I know, you know what I'm saying, to share and to like and to comment and to engage. But like, if I post a picture of myself at Roof Chris in my state, they gonna like that. They might comment on that. It's just, the mentality is just off. You know what I'm saying? Because if I saw something about anything that a friend of mine was doing and they was like, hey man, please share, repost, or whatever, like, I'm gonna just do it off of the strength. I'm not going to not do it just because, for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? I think that just in general, we just don't support. We will support Cardi B and Jay-Z birthday was yesterday. Now, granted,
Right.
Jay-Z is the greatest rapper of all time.
Right.
I got friends that's posting his picture on their Instagram.
Right.
Well, goddamn it, when my birthday comes, where the fuck is my picture at? On your timeline? It's my homeboy.
I did that too. Happy birthday, Jay-Z.
You know, y'all niggas don't even. I mean, y'all don't even know Hov.
He's an icon.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, we are so quick to celebrate celebrities that really don't give a fuck about us like that. Mm-hmm. They really don't care. No doubt. And not each other, people that we actually know. Like I for people that don't believe, I do go to a barber, and I got bald head, but I do go to a barber shop. You know what I mean?
I don't.
I gotta get my goatee lined up or whatever. Uh-huh. But I remember being in the barber shop, low, and this one cat, he was arguing everybody down. He's a big Cowboy fan, arguing everybody down. Mm-hmm. They lost. This is years ago. They lost in the playoffs, so they lost getting into the playoffs or whatever. This dude had a playoff party or whatever. He kicked everybody out the crib because the Cowboys lost. These are his people. I said, you did what? You kicked everybody out of the house because the Cowboys lost? Mm-hmm. I said, don't you realize that Tony Romo don't give a fuck about you? These are your family and friends you done kicked out because they lost the game. Mm. We put celebrities on a higher playing field that they shouldn't be on, because guarantee if he seen Tony Romo in HEB, he will walk right past his ass.
Wow, that's a good point.
So
some people need to hear you say
yeah, you know what I'm saying? They'll walk right past your ass. Mm-hmm. They don't care about you like that.
They need to hear you say that.
Again, they will walk right past your ass. You know what I'm saying?
No, the theory behind that.
The theory behind it is they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you posted a picture of Hov on your social media. Mm-hmm. But my birthday, January 29th. I better have a picture on your social media account saying, everybody shout out to my boy Mo. His birthday is today. You know what I'm saying? Because you know me.
Yeah, I'm going to tweet that.
You don't know Jay-Z.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think that's a part of our issue. We put them people on the pedestal. We don't even know them. They ain't rocking with us. Mm. Not like that.
And let me tell you, because I've been listening at you, and you right, and when you go back to your Facebook, I was thinking a couple things. It's like, that is disappointing.
That's disappointing. And I know y'all.
Yeah. But then I had to flip it a little bit, and it's not to go against you, but I sit back and say, somebody sends me stuff on Facebook when I go through there, when I get every now and then get a message or whatever, and they'll say, share this, right? Mm-hmm. And I look at it, I'm like, I don't want to share that with my friends. Mm-hmm. Am I wrong for that?
I mean, I guess it depends on what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I don't know if I agree all that now. Like, you know, if it was a video or something, if I need to read something, I read it. I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'll share that with people. Mm-hmm. Or if it's a video of somebody doing something and they're doing something that's successful and they're trying to get more followers and more views and people to interact with them. Mm-hmm. And I watch it and I'll share that. But there has been some times where I haven't. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yeah, I don't know if everybody, but. You know, again, that's just kind of like, I just thought when you said that, because like you said, if you posting videos,
I'm posting a video and I'm tagging, I'm tagging people. You know what I'm saying? I'm posting a video.
You ain't got no friends.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all really don't rock with me. You know what I mean? I'm posting a video and I'm tagging people. Mm-hmm. So it's like you see it and you're a basketball. That's the thing. I'm not tagging. I got friends on there that are not basketball people. So I'm not gonna tag you. But my basketball people, like, you know what I mean?
We give more credence to celebrities.
We do.
And
that's a big problem, because if that was I don't know, if it was Jay-Z talking about sports or whatever, everybody, the timelines would be flooded. Mm-hmm. But it's like, if you've seen Hov, and I've never met Hov before, and Hov is my favorite rapper of all time. Mm-hmm. Hov probably will walk right past me. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Unless I have something to offer him, because we ain't friends. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If it's a business that's gonna benefit Jay-Z, mm-hmm. then yeah, he'll rock with me. Same with any other celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Now the only celebrity that always holler at me, and I don't know if he know me somehow, some way.
Let me guess. Mm-hmm.
Who?
Bun B?
No, not Bun. Bun always holler at me.
Slim?
Always. Not them.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Whenever I see...
There's no most out. Not Bun. Bun always holler at me. Not Slim. He always holler at me.
But whenever I see James Harden, James come up to me like he know me. I swear to God, like,
don't say that because if Moneyball AP hit it,
I swear,
be jealous.
I swear, the 4 times I done ran into James throughout the years he's been here, he like, I'm not saying he's seeking me out, but it's like, I don't know if it's the beard. I don't know. I had a beard. I don't know what it was, but he would come up to me like he knew me. Like, what's up? And I was like, big game James was popping. But no, but seriously, like, we have to do a better job as, like you said, as a community. I was I watched the show Insecure, and she had Issa Rae, she posted something the other day, and she said, man, you know, a lot of times people are trying to, you know, you're trying to do a project, and the first person you seek out is Spike Lee, or you seek out Tyler Perry or whatever. She said you should be focusing on people in your community that have the same passion and desires, because them people ain't really fucking with you.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me go ahead.
No. That was pretty much the gist of it. You should be really rocking with your brother who has the same vested interest and trying to get something accomplished, and not trying to go to Russell Simmons, because Russell got they're not even thinking about you like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
But we put too much, like I said, we put too much credence on those guys.
I've been through that. I mean, I could show you all kind of DMs on Instagram where I hit these up and nobody respond. But the thing about it is, let me tell you this. So if anybody knows Charlamagne, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. Y'all can tell Charlamagne this some bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He can give me the donkey of the fucking day if he want to. You know what I'm saying? But Charlamagne has on his IG who to contact in regards to. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it because and it's cool. I ain't killing Charlamagne before y'all get right.
Charlamagne, my dude, man.
I fucks with him too. Fucks with him heavy. But I got to.
You got to call him on this one.
Yeah, I got to let him know.
What he say?
I'm about to show you. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Let me see. I'm about to show you. So, come on, low. Okay. So in his bio, it says for business inquiries, contact K, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And then for inquiries, for business inquiries. So what I did was I went on there and I reached out. Like, this is on the front of his page. Don't even say, don't call me, email, such and such. So I emailed her. 10, 11, 12.
Times?
Yeah. Separate times. I'll wait. And so I'm just like, why would you put that up? Just tell me fucking no. Just reply and say no. I'm good with that. And if y'all know Charlamagne, tell him to tell Karen to just reply and say no. And I feel good. No. But just say no. If you got this up on your bio saying hit you, and then somebody, it ain't saying hit you, hit your publicist or whoever, and you hit them, tell them no.
No, thank you. Not this time.
Not interested. Yeah. Wrong email or just wrong just topic.
Something.
Yeah, just say no. Don't let me just keep doing it because that becomes disrespectful. But at the same time, I ain't against Charlamagne. Saying like, yo, dog, Russell Simmons don't have that on his IG. You see what I'm saying? It's like we don't have that on their IG. But if you put that up there, that means like you saying like if you got some, hit these people over here. Because I even saw something the other day. Somebody said, hit him on, said, Charlamagne, I wish you would do something with your people from South Carolina and put your people on, because you from here too. Now he responded to them on Twitter, and I saw it, and he said,
struck a nerve.
He said, been there, done that. Y'all need to try to do something and build yourself up and do this and do that. And the dude hit him back and said, you right, I know you did, da da da. So it was cool. It was good dialogue for them between them. I ain't like it. I ain't retweet. I just read it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trolling like a lot of y'all dudes do. Just trolling. So, but my thing is like Charlamagne. I done hit Charlamagne before on Twitter too. You know what I'm saying? He done got at me before. Don't real talk. He done retweeted some shit that I put out. You know what I'm saying? But thing about it is like, yo, this is an avenue you telling me to communicate with you if I got something that's going on. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't responding. It's not you. Your people aren't responding. So when your people don't respond, eventually it comes back to you. So maybe this platform right here with the podcast might be the platform that gets it all the way to you to let you know.
Yeah.
Take that shit down, man. Take her email address down and change your bio in your deal. Or I guess at the same time, it says for business inquiries. What exactly is a business inquiry? Does that mean that just only if somebody wants you to speak, or does it mean something else? You know what I'm saying?
I think
you got to define business because I got some business for you.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think when it comes to that, you could imagine
the people that
sending not even just business inquiries. People are probably just sending.
She flooded
everything. Yeah, she probably flooded.
So this is what I did. See, like I said, I researched.
Flooded.
I went in and found out who she is.
Yeah.
Let me find out who she is.
Yeah.
She got a nice little company that she runs. You know what I mean? Has some people up underneath. It's a pretty successful company, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay. So I went on her email, on the company email.
Yeah.
I sent her something. I'm like, yo, I done sent you something a couple times.
This is Marlon
on this internet. Just FYI, if you hadn't looked at that email in a while, go check out that email.
And I will say this though, people, I had some meetings in LA before pitching some stuff, and it takes some time. You know what I'm saying, to get to them people. But I would always say, man, persistence is the most important thing. So if I were you, I would hit them again.
Man, I'm going to hit him again.
Hit him again. Then keep hitting them.
And guess what? And when we drop this, I'm going to tag you, man. Whatever minute mark we start on this, Charlamagne, just listen to the
fast forward and go to this part.
Just listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
Now, okay.
Because I think that what we have, he would be interested.
Yeah, I think he would be.
Yeah.
Now, I know we said we're going to keep, we're gonna shut it down, but I got to mention this. This is for all you podcast listeners. This is non-basketball related.
Yeah.
But this is official. Okay. So if you got Netflix,
most of it's basketball. We talking about life through basketball. Go ahead.
If you got Netflix, you gotta look at this movie called Founder. Have you seen it?
No.
It's the story of Ray Kroc. Do you know who Ray Kroc is?
Mm-hmm.
Ray Kroc is the founder, I'm doing the air quotes, of McDonald's. Ray Kroc is a gangster.
Okay.
Ray Kroc is the first. Y'all thought Denzel Washington was an American gangster. Ray Kroc was the first OG gangster. He took their company from them. McDonald's existed already. It was insane. I'm gonna give you a quick tidbit. McDonald's, Ray Kroc was and again I'm all off base, but I gotta go there.
Okay, go.
Ray Kroc was a milkshake machine salesman. Mm-hmm. This is back in the Gap. This is obviously before any social media. All of it. There's none of that stuff, right? Yeah. No GPS, nothing. Mm-hmm. So he's a salesman. He's trying to sell these these milkshake machines. Ain't working, right? Mm-hmm. He gets a call. He calls back to the office. The lady says, "Yeah, Ray, we got a call from San Bernardino, California. They want to order 6 machines." Mm-hmm. He's like, "I ain't sold 6 in 6 years." You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They want to buy 6. Mm-hmm. He calls them up. Mm-hmm. They like, "Yeah, we want to buy them." Come. He's from the Chicago area. Mm-hmm. He drives, and he get in his whip. He drives straight to San Bernardino. Mm-hmm. When he get there, it's like, what the fuck is this? McDonald's already existed, right? Mm-hmm. But there's a walk line. There's a line. Mm-hmm. Back in the day, if you were going to fast foods, you would get in your car. The car hopper would bring you your food.
Right.
He's never seen this before, so he's enamored just by the visual of seeing people in this long ass line waiting to get some food. Mm-hmm. Even the way they served it was different. It wasn't no place. It was in a bag. Like the McDonald brothers, a guy named Richard and Maurice. Mm-hmm. It was their baby. They gave him the blueprint of how they started and how they course corrected and changed this and changed that and figured certain things out. Mm. Right? They gave him everything in that first initial meeting. Wow. He went home and he slept on it. Cap got up the next morning, went to them and said, I got an idea for y'all. They're like, what? Let's franchise it. They're like, nah, we tried that. When you franchise, you kind of lose control, this, that, and the third. He like, nah, we can do it. He convinced them to let them, they agreed, and the rest is fucking history.
History.
Founder.
So bottom line is this. Your name is Mo.
Yeah.
I'm Lo.
Yeah.
Charlamagne, you hear this shit? Don't be trying to come over and take over our shit, man. You can get, you know what I'm saying? We get you. You help us to franchise.
That's the franchise.
You good.
Syndicated. On that note,
hey, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all check us out. Go to the website to watch the videos. That was dope dribble.
Yes, he
Summer
did.
Podcast, thesummerpodcast.com. We're on Twitter at @thesummerpod. Make sure that y'all just, hey, when you see, if you go on Facebook and you see this, man, make sure y'all share.
Y'all share that for your boy.
Share this joint. All right. We appreciate y'all. We out.
One. Let me get up.